This is where we left off in the last video. We will continue from here. So, our eigenvalue equation looks like this. You get an eigenvalue En, and here is an eigenket. So, our task is to measure this En. We will also try to see what is the eigenvalue corresponding to L, Lz. So, this is the Z component of L. So, we will also focus on these three eigenvalues apart from energy eigenvalues. So, all these three we will calculate in this video series. So, now when you apply this Hamiltonian operator on this energy eigenket, so what you get? Now what we do? We multiply throughout by r square. So, multiplying by r square here. So, r square. We also multiply by h cross square. So, why we are doing that? Because we can get rid of this h square r square in the denominator. So, with this we get now we will shift this whole thing on the right. So, we get we can cancel this h cross square. Now we can bring this whole thing to the right. When you bring this to the right, we will bring it here. So, minus will become plus, and you get 2m r square of n this is equal to 0. Now things to note here is that this whole thing, is a function of r, and this is a function of theta. So this is a function of theta and phi, and this is a function of r alone. So what this says, we can write down this whole thing like this. We can write. So we have separated two things, and since this is entirely a function of theta and phi, and this is entirely a function of r, and this is a function of theta and phi. So in mathematics, this kind of equation, when you get, you say that this first term must be some constant, and this will also be a constant. So if you say this one is let's suppose b, so this has to be minus b, clear, then only you get 0. So from here what we can say, that L square n, this will result in some constant which will be b. So if this is plus b, then this will be a minus b. Okay, and similarly this thing inside bracket, this will be a minus b. So doing so, what you can say, since this whole thing is giving you minus b, and this whole thing is giving you b, so minus b and plus b becomes 0. So this is what we get mathematically. Now thing to notice here, sorry, we have to say this. So this is going to be, so we are getting two eigenvalues, two eigenvalue equation. One is from L square, which is this one, and another from this operator. So when it acts on this eigenket, you get minus b, this eigenket. So these two eigenvalues you get, and to solve this, we find this, that this b has to be of this choice. So when it is of this choice, we see that we can solve the energy eigenket. We can find an expression for the energy eigenket. So what will be this constant? It is an arbitrary. You can choose any constant. So choosing this form helps in solving the differential equation, that will come later. So L is a constant. So L plus 1 again it is a constant. So there were many possible form of the constant. So we have chosen this form. So from here what we can see is that the total angular momentum square, okay, this operator when acts on energy eigenkette, what you get, L plus 1 h cross square. And since L square is composed of these three terms, so from here you can find Lz also. So this is the expression for L square. L has this expression. So if you see, this Lz will commute with H. Lz will commute with H. So when this commutation happens, then whatever the eigenkette H has, same eigenkette exists for Lz also. So here what you can see, what you see is that L square has an eigenkette same as the energy eigenkette. What it means? It means L square will commute with H. So when you do this commutation relation, what you will find, it is equal to 0. So from this we see that Lz has an eigenkette same as energy eigenkette, and again you are going to get some constant. Let's say you are going to get constant A, and it is found that A is going to be mh cross. So here we found two eigenvalues. What are those? One corresponding to L square and another corresponding to Lz. So corresponding to L square, we have L plus 1 h cross square, and corresponding to Lz, we have mh cross. So what remains is to find the eigenvalue corresponding to Hamiltonian operator. So this is remaining. So we have to find this one. So already we found two things. What is L square? What is L square and Lz? So here L is a integer. So it takes value 1, 2, 3, 0 like that. And M is also an integer, but there is a relation that exists between L and M. L and M. So M goes from minus L to plus L. So if you take L equal to let's say 2, so M has 5 possible values. One is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. So see here M goes from minus 2 to plus 2. So corresponding to L equal to 2, what is the total angular momentum? This is going to be 2 plus 1 h cross square is 2, 3 to 6. So from here you can find what is the total angular momentum. So it is going to be root over L square, means root 6 h cross. So this is the total angular momentum, and z component will be m h cross. So how many possible values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 possible Z component. So this shows that Z component is quantized. So it can either be minus 2 h cross or minus 1 h cross, it can be 0. So we will discuss these things in detail later on. Here our task was to find the eigenvalues. So already we got eigenvalues corresponding to L square and Lz. Now what remains is energy eigenvalue. So we will again continue from here in the next video.